Hi everyone, I am Ramadanti Pertiwi with student ID 230181 and 22 will explain to you about material Introduction to Linguistics from Classic. Okay, let me explain to you the first material that I got from Introduction to Linguistics with Mr. Rizky Octaviantri. The first one is how different animal and human communication. The important part of this material is how different human communication and animal communication. Human use three ways for communication to each other. There are writing, speech, and gesture. Instead of animal, there are four ways for communication. There are visual, sound, tactile, and semical. In human communication, there are 5 steps of communication process. The first one is encoding the information into a symbolic system. The second one is selecting a mode of communication. The third one, delivering the symbols through medium. The next, perceptual processing of symbols by the receiver. And the last, decoding the symbols obtain the information. Next material I learned in semester 2 is phonetic. Phonetic is a study of how sound is produced by humans. In order to produce sound, organs of speech or articulator are functioned. Human organ found in 3 parts of body. There are chest, throat, and head. By produce the sound divide into 2, consonant and vowel. The difference between consonant and vowel, consonant are produced by blocking the air passage, while vowels are produced without blocking the air passage. Next material is phonology. Phonology is a study of how sounds are organized and how they function in language. The structural phonology championed by phoneme, and there are some study in phonology. The first one is abstract phonological unit consisting of class of real sound called allophone. Phonemes are primarily determined by investigating minimal pairs, and when one sound has more than one allophone, it is called complementary distribution. Okay, next material is morphology. Morphology is the study of words formation and structure. It studies how words are put together from their smaller parts and the rules governing this process. Study that we can know from morphology is morphemes. What is morpheme? Morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning you can have in language, and the variant of morphemes are called allomorph. Morphemes are divided into 2 parts, bound morpheme and free morpheme. There are 3 processes of morpheme that word formation, namely inflection, derivation, and compounding. Inflection forms new word without changing the meaning, and derivation forms new word either by changing the meaning of the base to which they are attached. Both inflection and derivation use free and bound morphemes. Next, compounding. Compounding that also forms new word by changing the meaning. However, in compounding we just use free morpheme. Okay, next material is syntax. Syntax is the way of putting or combining the words together in order to form phrases or sentence. Phrases in English divided into 5. There are noun phrase, adjective, adverb, verb, and prepositional phrase. And you know, to make students easier understand in grammar, there are 4 ways of visualizing sentence. There are label bracket, label boxes, read catalog, and tree diagram. Next material is semantic. Semantic is a study of meaning of words, phrases, and sentences in language. And meaning divided into 2 general terms, linguistic meaning and speaker meaning. Linguistic meaning simply refers to the meaning of expression in some form of language, instead of the speaker meaning refers to what a speaker means in producing the utterance. Next is pragmatic. Pragmatic is another branch of linguistics that is concerned with the meaning. Pragmatic teaches us to choose the right attitude of communication in any situation. In pragmatic, there is speech act. In every speech act, we can distinguish 3 things. The first one is locution. Locution what is said and what is the utterance. And the second one, elocution. Elocution is what the speaker intends to communicate to the address. And the last one is perlocution. Perlocution is the messages that the address get and his interpretation of the speaker say. In conclusion, the communication will be successful if the elocution and perlocution are alike or nearly alike. Okay, next, sociolinguistic. Sociolinguistic is the study of language in relation to society. Through learning sociolinguistic, we can broaden our knowledge about how to communicate well with other people in different society. There are 4 important parts of sociolinguistic. There are code choosing, code mixing, code switching, and politeness. Next, the last material is psycholinguistic. Psycholinguistic is a branch of linguistics that study language in relation to psychological process. What is my favorite topic in Introduction to Linguistics? My favorite topic in Introduction to Linguistics is sociolinguistics. The reason why, because in this topic, we teach how to talk to people correctly, how to choose the best language to the people we talk for, such as like you talk to your lecturer, it's different from your talk to your friend, and that's really make me be a politeness and to be a kind people. That's why this topic is my favorite. The next question is, what do I like and dislike about this class? Actually, I really like to listen the material and the lecture. I like how the lecturer explained the material to me. It's really easy to understand. But I didn't like the schedule. The schedule is really abstract, I think, because it's changed every time. That's make me a little bit hard to switch my other schedule with this class. So that's all. The last, what the score I expect based on my efforts. Of course, I expect my score is A. It is the best one because I really give the best effort for this Introduction to Linguistics because I don't want to fail in this Introduction to Linguistics, so I put better effort as I can.